Livenä Yläksän Studio B:ssä kuultiin juuri aivan ilmiömäistä Marina and the Diamondsia. Siinä kuultiin kappale I'm Not a Robot. Marina, hi. Nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you too.
How are you?
I'm good. Very good. Alive. Awake.
You just arrived from Sweden.
Yes, on the hell-forsaken ferry, which took 15 hours. You can't really sleep very much on a ferry, so...
It's like a party boat.
Yeah,
so.
And I was trying to, like, you know, sing songs in my room for my next album. I was recording, and people were, like, shouting, saying, shut up.
Oh my God, yeah.
I know, poor them, they have to hear me
Yeah, but they're singing karaoke all night.
Yeah,
This, so
and I'm singing, like,
mind?
future hits, so...
Yeah, so you prefer karaoke or me singing
Exactly.
future hits? Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
You just played here in our Studio B, which is quite small place comparing the other venues that you are making. So how often do you get the chance to do this kind of small, intimate gigs?
Well, actually, when I'm doing promo, quite often. But I haven't done promo for about six months here, so it's I suppose it is quite rare. I quite like the intimate venues because when I play on the piano, people see me quite differently as an artist, because it's much purer sound, I suppose, and it shows that you're an actual artist as opposed to some like pop bimbo who's like, "Hey, I don't write any of the tracks, but I pretend to." So yeah.
Do you need those gigs where you're just playing you and the piano?
Yeah. I do, definitely, for my creative heart, definitely.
Marina, last time when you were in Finland, it was summertime and you had a great gig at Flow Festival.
Yeah.
And now it's wintertime. Do you think that Finland is now a much cooler place?
Quite literally, it's freezing.
Are you handling the freezing?
Yeah, I have a massive coat with me. But it's very fascinating, actually, Scandinavian culture, because Swedish people are so terribly different to the Finnish people, which obviously is normal, but just because the climates are so similar as well, it's just really fascinating to see how it affects people, you know, the darkness that comes in the winter months and then the extreme sunlight in the summer. For us Brits, it's really exotic and fascinating. For you, it's probably annoying.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
It has been now almost a year since we present Marina and the Diamonds to Finnish audience, because our program was playing Mowgli's Road, as a power track of the week, and at that time we were so excited about the track, and we knew that something big is going to happen to you. But did you feel the same? If you think, that's
so I felt that something big is going to happen in my life from quite young, actually. But in respect to that album, I don't really think of it in a good or bad way. It just is. I'm so concentrated on the future and what I really want to achieve. So obviously it was just a pleasure that people liked it internationally. But for me, I'm like, I'm not stopping.
You're so way ahead.
Yeah.
But when did you realize that, oh my God, this is it, that this is huge now, there's no way turning back?
I haven't. I don't think, you know what, I think with pop music especially, I don't think there's ever a turning back, because one minute you can be hugely successful and the next minute some scandal can break and your reputation is marred. So I don't think it's good to actually place any value on those kind of things. And luckily for me as an artist, I didn't really crave, I didn't feed off or get a lot of love from, you know, attention from fans or fame or stuff like that. I am inspired and motivated by something else completely. And I'm interested in something else, which is why I got into pop music. But I can't say what until the second album.
Okay, but you are working on your second album, is that right?
Yes, furiously.
Okay, how far along is that?
Actually, nothing has been officially recorded, but there are about 7 or 8 tracks that are done. So
you've been quite busy because you've been touring the third of the year, and
I really like to be busy actually, and I don't really care about having no social life. So I've got loads of time for that in the nursing home when I'm 70. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Sleep when you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the year 2010 has been, if I may say, like a year of success to you.
Yeah.
But what has been the biggest surprise of the year?
Surprise.
In a good way or a bad way?
That I actually feel less crazy now than I did 3 years ago. I'm much more stable and sane.
Okay.
That's not meant to happen, is it?
Yeah,
You're meant
it's
to have
the
a
other way
breakdown.
around.
And become really egotistical. I had a bigger ego before I started. Now I'm like humble bumble.
That sounds good. Okay, last time our station spoke to you, it was last January in Eurosonic Festival. What kind of memories do you have from Eurosonic?
Disgusting ones, actually.
Really?
Hang on. Eurosonic was
In Holland, Groningen.
It was terrible gig.
Really?
Sorry.
Why?
It was just okay. Not that I mind industry, people, but it was full of industry and like, you know what that's like.
Yeah.
No one moving.
Yeah.
Me feeling like, why am I here? Why am I living? What am I doing? Yeah, it wasn't that great. I didn't enjoy it, but I'm sure a few people saw me and thought, she's never gonna be a star.
Do you feel like that?
Yeah, I felt like because it was so important, there were so many people in the industry that it's like, if you don't do a good job, people are going to think you're shit. But after it, I was like, actually, I thought you were shit and you should be a better audience. I tried my best to get the party started, all right. They weren't having it at all.
Okay, so do you feel like that Eurosonic didn't open any doors for you?
I really can't tell because I can't read the press from it. Perhaps they, people in the industry understand and they know what these gigs are kind of like. So they saw me for what I was. Actually, just lots of German and, Scandinavia actually has been amazing, especially the past few months. There's been loads and loads of press, not just Eurosonic that helped me. BBC really helped me. There are many tiny factors that lead to a big result.
Yeah.
So.
And after Eurosonic, you have had lots of much better gigs.
Yes, lots better. Yeah.
And you've been touring a lot, and you must have seen a lot of new acts. And if we think about a year ago, we found you. So what kind of new acts should we find now? Can you tip us?
I've got some guys on tour with me, and they're called Hollywood Kill.
Okay.
They're kind of like goth, electro, sleazy amazingness. They're from Hollywood, and it's just a girl and a guy. And then apart from that, do you mean like new tips?
Yeah.
Claire Maguire, she's a good friend of mine, incredible voice. She's definitely I think she's going to win the BBC poll thing.
Okay.
Who else? Oh, I love Sleigh Bells. Have you heard of them?
Yeah. They were at the Flow Festival also when you were there.
Amazing. I'm obsessed with them. I don't know. I haven't really listened to much new music. Oh, there's a girl called Spark who supports me on my UK tour. She's very good as well. She's signed to my label.
How about Cock and Bull Kid?
Yeah, she's great. And she's a good person too, which helps. She's been going for a long time, actually, for like 5-6 years. So,
yeah. Okay, great. Okay, I keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, and now you have been touring about a month in Europe and still few gigs left. What has been the highlight of this Europe tour?
I think tonight is going to be. I want tonight to be because I absolutely adore Finland and Finnish people. They just have a very sprightly energy about them. Because the Swedes, you can't really tell what they're thinking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
sometimes.
Exactly.
Sorry, Swedes. The highlight of the tour, apart from tonight, obviously.
Well said.
Well, to be honest, it's probably going to be the last date in Hanover, where I'm going to wipe off all of my makeup, tear my hairpiece out, and become normal again. Go home and just collapse in a hole of Cheetos. and drink beer.
Can't wait.
And sit on my own and do my album.
I have to ask, what does the name of the tour, The Burger Queen, means?
Well, I wanted it to be symbolic of mass consumption and of our culture, which has become pretty much like junk food. It's sounds and looks and tastes and smells good, but it's consistent of not much at all. And I know that's a very cynical view, but especially for in Britain and America, that's really the reality. You know, with radio especially, with pop music that's being produced, crappy, boring lyrics all the time. And I'm very much against that. I was brought up to be very critical of what I was sold as a female and as a person, you know, with makeup, everything. And so, yeah, the burger was a great symbol for that. So it became the Burger Queen tour.
Okay. Yeah. It's good to have the Burger Queen tour here in Finland. And thank you, Marina, so much for visiting our Studio B. It was good to have you here finally.
Yeah, finally I got here.
So thank you so much,
Thank you.
Have a great gig tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks.